How's it going, everyone? My name is Bill, and today I decided to do a unboxing review slash my own personal thoughts on the Yeti Score trophy truck. I just picked this up today from RC Hobbies in Vista, and I want to give a shout out to Chris, the owner, and Ryan, one of the main employees that work there. They definitely hooked me up, and they know how to hook up their customers. So anybody in Southern California, located in North County, looking for knowledgeable staff, that's the place to go, RC Hobbies in Vista. So with that out of the way, here's the Yeti Score trophy truck. I have been waiting for this thing since I saw the video. Obviously the video looked totally badass. The scale factor, the suspension looked killer. I just thought, man, why didn't I wait to get this before my Yeti kit? So today I decided to do this unboxing and review before I go out and drive it, because I personally want to see what my thoughts were of it before I drove it and then after. Before I look at that, let me show you what I've already done. This is my Yeti kit that I purchased back, I don't know, 4 months ago. Got this on eBay for $279. It's a kit, so you had to put it together yourself, but as the kit, it came with the upgrades: Icon shocks, upgraded camber and toe linkages, and that was pretty much, and HD bevel gears for the front and rear, which is a huge thing. If you know about the Yetis, that's the first thing to go after the tires and the beadlock. So what you have here is my rendition, my customized short course truck that I decided to build myself. I took an HPI Blitz front bumper, mounted it on here, took some Viterra twin hammers trailing arms, some Wraith upper links, the shorter shaft from the kit that you get, and I upgraded the rear pumpkin to an SSD rear pumpkin. Let me just interject real quick. If you guys want to get a 6-scale sturdy rear axle for your Yeti trophy truck, which I'm going to do, SSD, they sell through RPP Hobby, another great company to order through. And these things are about $109 for the Yeti. I think that's with shipping, if I'm mistaken. If I'm not, it's probably $5 for shipping. But they're located here in California, and they will definitely add some super scale effects to your truck. And I like the way it drives better with the center pumpkin, but we'll get back to that. So here's my trophy truck conversion that I did. I have here the body that I made for it. Like you guys can probably recognize, the inspiration behind this was BJ Baldwin's. Also, got to give shout out to the Sycon XC guy. You guys all have seen his builds if you like trophy trucks. You've seen the NSP one. You've seen his Zeus trucks. His suspension, hands down, on his short course trucks are the best I've seen. So definitely one of the inspirational videos for it, for this build that I wanted one eventually. But that's my rendition. Obviously the wheelbase on this kit version is narrower because of the trailing arms and because of the Wraith upper links. To fit the Proline bodies, it had to do that. And even by doing that, it still is not the same wheelbase. I think it's still about a 3/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch too long. So the front wheelbase doesn't quite fit right. But it's a fun truck. I've had a blast. I've made several videos. They look awesome, but I'm ready to get the real deal from the factory. No messing around short course trucks. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. And let's talk about some of the new features and some of the new upgrades that they've done that I've noticed that I'm not 100% impressed about. So we'll do it like how most YouTube videos are. Let's do pros and cons. Okay, so we'll start out with the pros. I guess a kind of a pro would be the new remote, the Tactic remote. I don't know if the quality of these, I've never used them before, but the handle is pretty neat. It's pretty unique. It's sleek. It's got a little curve to it. I don't really give a shit about the remotes. It's a fucking remote. It just turns the truck, right? Who gives a crap? So spare bag parts, just like all the other RTR versions, you get spare bags, and there's nothing new there. Spare parts, I mean. You got the manual, whatever else is in here, whatever, who cares? They always do that. Let's get into the truck. You've seen the videos, you've seen the pictures online, but let me just go through what I've noticed on this truck. The cage and the body integrated, they look great, but I have a feeling like this cage is not going to withstand a lot of abuse. This body is very, very heavy in the rear. And I know it's heavy in the rear because it's got the spare tire in the rack in the back. Not a big issue, but let's get into it more later. Definitely a plus though, before I get too much further ahead of me. Comes with a spare tire. That's huge. That's important. I mean, that's awesome. You can't, every time you see a Yeti and they send you with the RTR version and they say there's a spare tire rack, all the pictures have the spare tire on it, but they don't give you a spare tire. They don't even give you a spare wheel so you can get a spare tire. And that to me is kind of annoying because you can't drive a stock Yeti and jump it and bash it the way they have pictured without having more weight in the rear. So this is an added plus by Axial. What they did here was awesome, and I'm stoked about it. The cage, it seems very sturdy, but when I look at the mounting points and what's holding on the body, it's really, all it is one tiny little piece, is one tiny little piece of plastic right here. And one little, you know, one little screw. So, I don't know, man. You got that one mounting point. You got a mounting point here. That looks a little bit beefier. You got two rigid points here. And the opposite side is the same. But that's about it. No other cage integrated. And even noticing that the people weren't mounted to the body. This is floating. That to me seems kind of, I don't know, kind of annoying. Why would they just not put some screws if it's already the same width as the body? Why can't I just put glue? Why can't I just put screws to hold the body on? So I think one of the first things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount some screws, put some screws through here. Same with up on the hood maybe, or somewhere else where it's not gonna be too extremely noticeable. Because that to me is just annoying. I don't know why you wouldn't just make that. There it is. It's part of the body. You're done. You don't have to do anything else. It's one piece. Now it's a loose piece. Now it's something to get lost. Now it's something to get stepped on and broke without changing the freaking battery. It's kind of annoying. Okay. What else is annoying? I guess I didn't really get too many close-up shots of what the shocks look like, but they don't even look like they're really that great of shocks. They look like the stock RTR Yeti shocks with the Icon shaft shock body and these plastic caps that are blue. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a, I don't know. The springs, I mean the suspension feels good, don't get me wrong. It does feel like, see how it's not like really bouncy. It's definitely got some plushness to it. And yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna do all right, but we can't really know until we drive it, right? Another thing I noticed, pro on this truck is that there are some 2.2, 3.0 wheels. So these are not like the Yeti kit where they come with 2.2 straight fake bead locks. These are actually glued on and ready to run tires, 2.2 to 3.0. So that's a cool thing because I know in the near future when they start making the wheel accessories kits for them, you can actually go ahead and get some different style wheels or tires, which a lot of us like to do because we might have our own brands that we prefer depending on which track and which area we're at. So the front bumper is another upgrade. I am not 100% against the bumper, but in the same sense, it just seems, I don't know, kind of funky. The cool thing is they did integrate some mounting bracket positions. I believe there is a light bar kit that's coming out for this truck. It's going to come with two pod lights, a front 3-inch light bar, and then a top of the hood or top of the roof light bar. So I think the roof light bar is going to be an actual 6-inch light bar. So that'll be pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, minus a couple of blue plastics on your steering servo arm, there's nothing else to it, man. $449. not 100% impressed. I think I paid $400 for my Yeti RTR. Then for the kit, I paid $279, like I said. So I think the price on this is just a little high for Axial. I think there's really, I don't see a whole lot more upgrades that you've offered to make it $50 more. So that's just my opinion, and I'm sure people have other opinions. Opinions are a dime a dozen. Who gives a hoot, right? They're all the same. So anyway, yeah, that's it. It's the same, man. There's nothing really else different. Same chassis. We knew that going into it, right? So the definitely cool factor is about the body and how it looks like a short course truck, trophy truck. So I'm gonna get this thing out driving, and I'll give you guys my 2 cents after I drive it. Thanks for watching.